Hey, my name's James Nicholson, and in this video, we're going to talk about, is property investing dead? Well, make sure you keep following along to this end of this video because I will cover that in this video. Now, as I said, my name's James. I'm a property investor and I built myself a great little portfolio. And this year, I'm actually expanding that portfolio and I'm inviting you to join me on a journey. I'm building a portfolio for my two daughters. We've got Georgia, who's 21, and we've got Emily, who's 1. We've just bought a house in Doncaster from auction that we've refurbished. You can see all of that on the channel, so check those videos out. And we're buying a new property in Surrey at the moment, which you'll be able to see very, very soon once we complete on that, hopefully by September the 2nd. So to join us on the journey to see the good, the bad, and everything in between on property investing, take that finger of power, smash that subscribe button over there, and hit the bell notification. Now, property investing, is it dead? I mean, I get told this about 50 times a day by people that watch videos on this channel, right? Also, friends and family are very opinionated on what they think. And so let's talk about some of the things that are making it slightly more difficult. Now, one thing is property prices. Cool, so they're at an all-time high. Everyone keeps telling me they're going to crash. I don't know, you don't know, possibly they will. And so if they do crash, then they'll be cheaper, right? And that's when you want to buy things at a discount, but the market is where it is and I will continue to invest because you're looking for good deals regardless on what's going on in the market. And so a good deal is a good deal. And that's what you should be looking out for as investors and not too concerned about whether prices are going up or going down, because the strategy that I have is to buy and hold, right? To buy and hold. And so every 10 years, on average, properties double in price. I might lose a little bit timing the market wrong, but you can't be certain when things will change. So property prices are one thing that people are saying are a difficulty. Now, another one is called Section 24. Now, I agree with this. So Section 24 is when you own a property in your personal name, forever and ever and a day, you've been able to claim the mortgage payments back. And so you didn't pay tax on that, you'd pay the tax on the difference. So let's just explain that a little bit easier. So say your mortgage payment was 500 quid, your rent was £1,000, you historically would have paid tax on the 500 profit between the mortgage and your rent. Now with Section 24, you're not able to claim back mortgage payments as a cost. And so that means that you are now paying tax on the £1,000. Now, imagine if you're a higher rate tax earner, so you're on 50% tax, then you're going to be paying 50% tax on the 1,000, which wipes out all of your 500 quid. Now, that means that a lot of landlords are looking to get out of the market because of that. Now, going forward, we structure our property deals now in limited company. So that's not a problem for new investors, but historically, it could be quite bad for a lot of investors. Now, that means that property investing for them might need to change and they might look to see the most cost-effective way either to sell that portfolio or to move it into a limited company. There are costs involved in that and some are just selling. Now, as an investor today, that is an opportunity, isn't it, guys? Because that means that we can really go out there and get tired landlords that want to sell their properties and we can buy them through a limited company so we don't have the same tax problems that they have. So potentially for some people, it's going to be very difficult, but for new landlords, it's an opportunity. So Section 24, we've talked about there. Now, the next one is the EPC certificates. Right, it's like the government are just trying to hammer landlords on absolutely everything. And EPC is energy performance certificates. Now in 2025, it's going to be mandatory that you need to have a level C on your EPC certificate or you won't be able to rent out the property, or that's at least what they're talking about with the legislation at the moment. Now, is that going to happen? No one knows for sure. It wouldn't be the smartest thing if that did happen. Now, obviously, we want to be greener, but 80% of landlords' properties don't have an EPC of C. And if you were to suddenly say you now can't rent your property out, you're going to have a very difficult situation there with not many properties available for rent, lots of empty properties. Some might never be able to get up to a C. If you're in a listed building, how are you going to get that to a level C? You're not going to take out historic windows and put in double glazing. You're not going to put insulation everywhere. It's not possible for every property to get to a C. But it is also something that is frustrating historic landlords, and potentially there's some opportunities there, guys. So there's people that want to sell their portfolios. Again, same as Section 24, EPCs are another one that could potentially make life more difficult. Now, interest rates is something else. So interest rates are going up, means cost of borrowing is going up. It's not at anywhere near historic highs now, but interest rates are going to continue to rise because inflation is out of control, and they use the interest rate rises to hopefully curb that inflation and bring that under control. At least that's the idea, right? And so that means that as an investor, your mortgage is going to be more expensive. Now, that means that you might have less profit in there. What is happening, though, on the whole, is with the interest rate rises, people are passing those on to the tenants. So it's not particularly good for the tenants because rents are rising significantly all over the UK because of that. And so at the moment, the landlords aren't really feeling that. It's the tenants more so that are feeling that. And that potentially is not a good thing. And so who knows what will happen for the rest of the year. So landlords do have a lot of stuff that are making life more difficult. So property prices, meaning, yeah, you're going to be buying houses for a lot more than you normally might. Section 24, the tax implications on that, if you buy for a personal name, are really tough. And that is going to be something that will put some people off buying for sure. EPCs is another one. I think that there'll be some middle ground on that. I think that that's where we'll come to, where the government says, look, maybe you will pay like some sort of fine or something like that, or maybe you'll show that you got it up to the best level that you could, right? Interest rates as well, yeah, they're going to rise, but potentially at some point they will start to come down as well. So what I'm saying to anyone that I know that's got a mortgage at the moment is fix your interest rates for 5 years. Then you've got the certainty, you get a very good rate still today. And so is investing dead? I don't think so. I think there's going to be lots of opportunities. I don't think landlords are going away. I think there's going to be a huge amount of opportunity with Section 24 landlords that are giving up really, really good portfolios that new landlords can take on and manage the right way and get all of the stuff figured out. And that means that if it gets slightly harder to get into a market, that you're not going to get everybody flooding in as a landlord. And that means the people that run it properly, that get trained, that run it as a business, they're going to be very, very successful and even more profitable, I think, moving forward. So in property investing as well, like there's different ways you're investing for cash flow. We covered this in a recent video. Cash flow is obviously important. That pays your bills and makes you financially free. But you'll also be an investor that is investing for capital appreciation. And that's where you get really wealthy. I don't see house prices crashing. I do see them slowing down for certain, but we've still got fundamental issues in this country. We have 300,000 shortage of houses every single year. We're not building enough houses. The government needs to pull their finger out and get those houses built if they want the market to be more stable. So I'd love to know your thoughts on this. Do you think property investing's dead? Are you interested in being a property investor? I'm sticking around and I'm going to continue to invest. It's always done very well for me and I know it will continue to do so. So do comment below. Give this video a quick like, guys. That helps me with YouTube. And look, I'd love to invite you to join our Facebook group. In the description is a link. You can join our Facebook group and you can join the VIP list for our live event that's coming up very, very soon. I'm James. Go and check out all the other videos on this channel, including my recent purchase up in Doncaster. Also, go and check out this video right here.